I think if you look up the definition of solid race in the dictionary, this race here would be listed as the definition. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Ryan here, and I am back with another episode of Running with the Pack here with you guys. I just got done watching the NASCAR Truck Series race from, where were we? Nashville. And so I just got done watching the NASCAR Truck Series race from Nashville. And yeah, so I'm going to try and start doing some of these reviews for each and every race, especially if I'm actually around to stream them and actually see them live. But yeah. But yeah, so it was a really good race, honestly. Just kind of, I'm going to say the big thing is that I think it qualifies as pretty much the textbook solid race. I wouldn't say it was necessarily spectacular. Now, granted, the last restart definitely helped boost my opinion of the end of this race because we had a lot of strategy. We had some strategy starting to pull off almost for one driver in particular who we will talk about in a bit. But yeah, I wanted to start off with the first thing I wanted to talk about was one of the drivers who had some really unfortunate luck very early on in this race, which was Rajah Caruth leading his first ever NASCAR Truck Series lap and then proceeding to have a oil pump failure or something like that. He ended up having to go to the garage, and he ended up coming back out on the track like 20, 30 laps down or something like that. But literally, it happened on the lap after he leads his first ever NASCAR Truck Series lap. I mean, I can't think of anything more defeating than having that happen for him. But yeah, speaking of drivers who I felt really bad for, you had Jack Wood and you had Lawless Allen, who both didn't really do anything wrong, but both got collected in the very first incident of the day. I think it was less than 5 laps in, and Hailie Deegan ended up getting on the apron and looping herself around and took out both Lawless Allen and ultimately piled them both up into the way of Jack Wood. Nowhere for him to go. And yeah, ultimately it just was a pretty unfortunate situation. Kind of a rookie mistake from Hailie Deegan. And it kind of starts to ask a question at this point of, is Hailie Deegan really cut out to race? Now, yeah, I would like to see her maybe get an Xfinity offer, even if it is for a mid-pack team, and take that versus a potentially championship-level truck, which, because so far, in championship-level equipment and trucks, she has not been able to perform. But in her one Xfinity start, she actually did show a bit of promise. So, again, I'm hoping that she can show some promise when she gets to Xfinity, but she actually has to choose Xfinity over a theoretical championship contending truck, which I know isn't everybody's bread and butter, but yeah. Just gonna kind of pull up my phone real quick for the rest of the running order, but yeah, the next driver I want to talk about is actually the guy who started this race in the front of the field, and it's Nick Sanchez. He had an amazing day in terms of he earned solid stage points in stage 1, although he didn't end up winning the stage. He ends up second in stage 1, got himself some solid stage points. And then you had stage 2, he came up just short of the stage finish, or of stage points, and looked like he might start to balance out and kind of even out. But yeah, and then he ends up being the most successful driver on the alternate strategy there at the end of the race, which led him to finishing third place, almost stole second there at the very end. But yeah, so he ends up finishing. He has a 6-point buffer over the cut line after entering today, I think 7 below or something like that. So yeah, massive gain for Nick Sanchez on the cut line. After a fantastic performance from pole position, ran inside the top 5 almost all day long. Speaking of drivers who ran inside the top 5 almost all day long, who we don't normally see there, Bailey Curry, the driver who was, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was the driver that Kyle Busch said had never won a late model race, quote unquote. He ran inside the top 5 almost all day today, driving one of the Nice Motorsports trucks. Unfortunately, he wasn't driving the winning Nice Motorsports truck. But, yeah, so he ends up coming home 5th place, but just wanted to give Bailey Curry a massive shout-out. Believe he also led his first NASCAR Truck Series career lap today, so, again, good job for some of these young guys kind of leading their first career laps. But speaking of Nice Motorsports, I think we should stop beating around the bush and talk about Carson Hocevar. Getting his second career win and his second win of the season, driving the number 42 for Nice Motorsports. Ultimately, this was a very well-earned win. It was either going to be him or Zane Smith if this race had gone green flag to the end. We had the late race yellow. The top 7 ended up staying out on old tires to try and fight for the win, and ultimately, Sanchez on 4 tires was not able to make it through the field quite quick enough to steal the win away. But, yeah, so Zane Smith and Hocevar still come home 1 and 2. And, yeah, that was an amazing restart from Carson Hocevar and a great job for him for actually being able to fight back to being able to fight his way back to the win on old tires. Because old tires at the end of stage 2 looked really bad on Matt DiBenedetto's car, although he was the only driver on on no tires and everybody else was on 4. Nobody tried 2. In this race, you had about 5 or 6 guys who tried 2 tires as well, so that gave a little bit more of a buffer to Sanchez. Chase Purdy having one of his best runs so far this year, driving for Kyle Busch Motorsports. So, yeah, I'm gonna probably try and put the top 10 somewhere up on the. Actually, wait a minute. There we go. Top 10 is on the screen for you guys. So yeah, Chase Purdy over there, getting top 6th place finish for Kyle Busch Motorsports. One of the better runs for Kyle Busch Motorsports so far this year. Matt DiBenedetto having a pretty good run there in the 7th position. Again, just trying to earn the points that you need to try and muster your way into this championship fight, because yeah, the playoffs are definitely not looking. It's going to be a fight throughout the final 3 races of this regular season for that final playoff spot. Tyler Ankrum, a driver who has not really had the best of seasons the last 4 years, basically ever since he got out of that 17 car for DGR Crosley Racing. Tyler Ankrum has just been struggling, it feels like, and nice to see him getting a top 10 NASCAR Cup Series, or not Cup Series, NASCAR Truck Series champion Ben Rhodes comes home 9th place in the number 99 truck. I got to see him win it at Charlotte. And yeah, he also got a bonus for winning that race because it was one of the 3 Triple Truck Challenge races. This was another one. So Carson Hocevar walking away with another $50,000 from that one. Jake Garcia with another amazing finish. Feel like we've been talking about him quite a bit with good finishes down the finishing order. So, yeah. So, ThorSport as a whole, actually, I want to just briefly talk about this, because I did mention Ben Rhodes up in the top 10, but he was really the only relevant ThorSport truck almost all night. The 66 of Jake Drew, their rookie there, he popped up there for a little while. Matt Crafton, though, was nowhere to be found. Ty Majeski was even more of a no-show, and then I think he had a mechanical issue or something late in the race, which hampered his finish even worse. Haley Deegan, we already kind of talked about her with her issue of the late spin, so or with the early spin, I mean. So yeah, I mean, it was just not a good day for ThorSport Racing as a whole. So yeah, I think though that was kind of the last thing I wanted to highlight from the truck race tonight. So yeah, just gonna kind of end it off on that one. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you guys do enjoy these race recaps after the races, especially for the lower series, let me know, because if you guys do enjoy them, I will keep making sure I prioritize getting these done after each race. If not, I might stick to just doing the race recaps after the Cup stuff. But outside of that, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys do enjoy these videos, though, subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss any future ones. Leave a like on the video so hopefully more people can find them. But until next time, this has been Ryan Dyer on YouTube, and I will see you guys next video, live stream, whatever you guys have to do with the rest of your day. Have a great day, everybody, and goodbye!